You're killing it on TV, you're getting over, you're connecting with people on social media, you're kind of checking all of these boxes here. You're making NXT work for you. And then you get drafted and everybody's like, oh shit, look at the reward. It's paying off. And I'm sure that's probably what you thought. I don't know, but I know that's what I thought seeing that. I thought that because you did such a good job in NXT, that's why, hey, you're being drafted.
Yeah. And I'm going to watch what I say here because I've said these things before, and they always get clipped and they always get aggregated, and I get eaten alive online. That was the beginning of when I started hoping for the best but planning for the worst. That moment was the first time when I started hoping for the best but planning for the worst, because that was the first time. That time when I'm referring to the night I was drafted, because exclusively for no other reason other than because I wasn't drafted on TV. That to me became a small, and it wasn't the end of the world, right? I wasn't like horrified or anything,
But it was a red flag.
It was a bit of a flag, yeah, because I said, there's the possibility that they don't see me as a financial asset in the way that I hoped they did, which up until that moment I hadn't felt that way. That was the first moment where I was like, maybe I should have planned better for what's after this. And it turned out I was right. I should have planned better because they didn't see me as the financial asset that I was hoping that they might. And again, I don't blame them for that. And it's a business, and there's lots of things in WWE specifically, but in pro wrestling outside of wrestling in the ring and promos in the ring. You know, there's different things that make money. There's tons of ways to draw money in professional wrestling, and only a small chunk of that is matches in the ring and promos on the microphone and the connection with the crowd and stuff like that. People think because it's WWE, it's World Wrestling Entertainment, that's the forefront. It really isn't. Storytelling is, and there's a million ways to tell a story, and a simulated fight is only a small way to tell a story. There's much broader ways to tell a story, whether it's relationships or family members or things like that. So there's a ton of boxes that you can check off, and I just by nature of who you are, sometimes you don't check a lot of those boxes, and that's okay. That's part of a business. That's part of drawing money, and I get that part of it. But yeah, so what was, an exciting moment, because there was tons of excitement around that, and somebody did me a huge favor and put all that stuff on YouTube, and it was good for me, and it was a good social media thing and all that. But yeah, that was certainly the first moment of hesitancy where I was like, oh, I should hope for the best, but plan for the worst.